reunion. The Citadel class of 1984 proudly presents a reunion gift to Citadel President General Quinn Walters in the amount of $4,430,681.
Well, hello everyone. This is Mark Stevens. Excited. Here we are, a couple of weeks post homecoming and our 40th reunion. What a weekend it was. Mark and I have been talking about what a whirlwind it was, and it was great to see everybody. Just kind of wanted to do a quick update on the final numbers that we shared. The overall goal, we hit 4.43 million, which was outstanding. Our overall participation rate was about 60% of our classmates it gave. And then, of course, this class scholarship, we exceeded $800,000, which all the three of those goals were outstanding. So I think, again, everybody had a great time. The tent was buzzing both before the game, during halftime, and in the second half, I went back out and had a great time as well and got to connect with quite a few. So hopefully everybody else had a great time as well. Mark, I'll turn it over to you to kind of dig in a little more with some numbers.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. It was wonderful to see everybody for homecoming. What a great experience. People have asked me, how was your weekend? I told them it was a weekend of a lifetime. It was really a special time for us as a class. And I'll just throw this in, special time for our spouses too. So many of our spouses have gotten to know the spouses of our classmates. It's a great time for them too. We had really a wonderful weekend. Standing out on the field with you was kind of a magical moment too. And just to hear when they got to our class and the number that this team has accomplished for the Citadel, just hearing that kind of roar from the crowd, seeing the enthusiasm of our class in the stands was really a meaningful time for us and an honor for us to be out there representing our class in that special moment. So thanks for sharing the raw numbers. And Christine has done a little research on looking at trends, and I thought it'd be great to share those because it really exemplifies how this class has really showed up for the campaign. So if you look back, Mark, you gave us numbers for participation. We're at about 60%. Our participation going into the campaign was about 22% of our class contributed in a given year. And that's looking back at, I think, the 3 years or so leading up to the campaign. 22% to 60% participation, a very large increase in the participation. Annually, our class was given about $123,000 a year. During the campaign, this team contributed 12 times that in a given year. So it's a great improvement in not only the participation, but also the dollar amount that we've given. And just to put that into some context, Christine went back and looked at the prior 6 classes. And what she found is that we had the highest increase in contribution rate and the highest increase in participation rate among all those classes. And thinking about participation, prior classes had 1.5 times, 2 times. I think there was a high of 4.7 or so times their dollar amount, and we came in at 12 times that. So again, the participation rate was record-setting. The dollar amount increase was record-setting. Really a great one. Of the things we've talked about is, I don't know if everybody saw this, but U.S. News and World Report ranked the Citadel as, I think it was the number 1, the best regional college in the South, which they consistently show up as best public education, but that was a new ranking for them. And those rankings take into account that giving rate of classes. So it becomes really important for the reputation of our school, attendance, and of course funding. So just wanted to throw that in, some comparative data. So many people ask me during homecoming, how are we doing versus other classes? The answer is y'all did great. Our class did just fantastic in both participation and giving rate. So thanks to everyone. Wonderful weekend, wonderful result.
Mark, I'll pick up from there and just say that here we are in mid to late November. We have about 5 weeks left. And for those of you that still want to participate or change or increase your giving, just keeping that in mind through the campaign runs through December 31. So we have a little more time, and we would love to hear from you if you are so moved, and maybe for tax reasons you want to do that too. So anyway, we would love to hear from you, and we will continue to keep you updated as we get more information to finalize and close out this campaign. But again, thanks for everyone for what you've done. It's been a rousing success, and it was a great weekend to really celebrate our 40th. So thanks again.
And Mark, before we close out, I'd just like to share that I got to spend a little more time with the cadet who is receiving the benefit of our class scholarship. Spent a lot of time with him in the tent, introduced him to a lot of our classmates when I could. Saw him afterwards. He was working, below the stands. After that, got to spend a little more time with him. Just a fine young man, as we've seen on the video that he did with us. But just to remind everybody that we have established that scholarship, and like Mark said, the campaign's going to be over in a few weeks, but that scholarship is going to remain there and can be a place for your annual giving in perpetuity, and to continue to help cadets like Chris Jenkins and others attend the Citadel and follow in this class's footsteps. So thanks to everybody for making that possible. And just because the campaign will be over soon doesn't mean that we haven't set up something that is going to benefit the school in perpetuity. And our scholarship will be that thing.
Mark, I just add too that our scholarship recipient is a very fit guy, and I heard he challenged you to a pull-up that you met and exceeded. So congratulations for that.
He had very low expectations for 60-plus-year-olds. But yeah, I was able to exceed his expectation. I don't think I could exceed his capability, but I did exceed his expectation.